Hello everybody, welcome to a new tutorial by NovaPans Handpans. We're here just to try some new things on the handpan. If you have got any questions about specific things you want to learn, do send them through. Otherwise we'll just be progressing through various ways of playing, improving and combining all the techniques ultimately to be able to improve your playing as you develop. So we've already done a video on how to create the sounds of the handpan before, how to actually play the handpan, but we'll just go over that again briefly. So depending on your handpan, you have a certain number of notes. This is an 8-note handpan in F a capo minor. So because you've got 8 notes, it doesn't really matter when you begin, but I begin by using my left hand, just so that when I go up the scale, I finish on my right hand. Now this is down to preference really, so it doesn't really matter if you want to start with your right hand or your left hand. But for me, I use my left hand. When creating the sound on the handpan, it's all about a certain touch technique. And it's not too quick, it's not too hard, and it's not too soft or slow. It's a technique you can learn in a matter of a few minutes. You don't have to worry about spending weeks trying to develop this sound, but you do need to practice to begin with just on one note. For example, get your middle finger and just start tapping on that note, and do it at a speed which allows enough time between each note so that you can hear the sound you're creating. Notice that the sound I'm creating is very resonant, and that's mainly due to practicing. And you might find that when you first play the handpan, you get a sound similar to this. It's a muted, very damp sound, and the way you can basically reduce that dampness is by speeding up the impact of your finger on the note. So if you're getting this sound, it's because you're spending too long with your fingers on the note. So try to release quicker. And I know that looks like I'm hitting it harder, but I'm actually not. It's about tapping, but releasing at the same time as quickly as possible. And you'll find over time that you get a more resonant sound and one which is much more rounded. Of course, you can't just practice with your right hand, you have to do your left hand as well. So the best way to go about doing this in one go is by doing right, left, right, left. Make sure you do it slowly because you want to be able to hear the sounds you're making. And I know you're in a rush to be able to play the handpan to its full capacity, but if you can't play the notes to begin with, it's going to be not a struggle, but it's going to be a little not as exciting. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Now if you can do right, left, even without perhaps creating the best sound you can on that note, you're already beginning to understand how to play the handpan. So you can hopefully by now be able to generate a decent sound from that. Let's try and play the actual scale of the handpan. By scale I mean the arrangement of the notes on your handpan from lowest to highest. So if you're in F minor, which I am right now, I would start with the F, and I'd go up all the way up this way, and then down again. And that would be called the scale, ascending and descending. So as I mentioned, left and right, it's actually very important because when you play the handpan, you play by going left, right, left, right, left, right, up the handpan. Let me just show you. So left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. As you go down, it's the reverse. So right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. So slowly that is left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. And now you realize how easy it is to play the handpan because it is essentially that pattern of left hand, right hand all the way up and down again. And then for the sake of creating melodies, it's a lot of improvising. So sometimes you don't necessarily go left, right all the time, but maybe you do two notes on your right or two notes on your left. So it's a combination, but it really is that simple. Let me play that scale again, up and down, but in one go. So you get this magical feeling, this sound, you know, this actual melody actually in itself. Although it's a scale, it is a melody as well. If you practice that slowly to begin with, you can then speed up over time. It might seem like we're doing something boring, something rudimentary, but actually, to begin with, the scale is the foundation of a lot of the melodies you make on the handpan. For example, if I am improvising something like playing this rhythm, that sounds good, right? But actually, I'm involving the fundamentals of the scale, which I've been practicing for quite some time now. So you saw I was going left, right. So by practicing my left, right scale, ascending and descending in the first place, I'm actually able to better and much more easily play melodies in the future. So for starting off, do practice your scale. Now, if you want to, I want to say jazz things up, but make it a little more interesting when practicing your scale, try something like going halfway up and then down again. The number of notes you choose to go up and down is up to you. In fact, the more variations in the way you go up and down the handpan, the better, because you're already developing your creativeness. And what you can do is you can even allow spaces between playing the scale, playing parts of the scale. One, to make it change, make it a little different from what you've been doing. And also to start, actually what you're doing is creating melodies. The next step from playing the scale as we have done right now, which has been using adjacent notes as you go up and down, is to actually skip some notes. For example, I actually did it in my previous what I was doing actually, but I'll demonstrate how you can do it now more clearly. So what I was doing there was actually I went up the scale of the handpan about halfway. As you can see, the first 4 notes there, 5 notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I went up to the 6th note and down again. So that's all normal, that's what you can do at this point. But on the second time round, I actually didn't do the 5th note. Now, I'll do that again slowly. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. So instead of going up like this, I actually did this. So I skipped this note the second time round. There's no particular way of playing the handpan, no special way of playing your melodies. It's actually up to you. Unless you are playing a song which already exists, of course you have to play it the way it's played, but otherwise it's up to you in terms of how you make your melodies. A lot of my playing involves skipping a lot of notes and then making a feature of some of the higher notes before then going to the same, what we say ostinato, basically the riff, before then kind of deviating again and developing some more of the rhythms and melodies on some of the other notes. But ultimately, if you know your scale up and down the handpan, you can create anything you like. I'll create some more tutorials so that you can develop your handpan playing even further still. I'll cover things such as rhythm, harmonics, tempo, speed, and other techniques you can implement in your handpan playing. If you've got any questions, do let us know, and thank you for watching. Bye bye.